And we're back for the second hour of this, the fourth session of Masks. So, returning as we do to the our two intrepid heroes sailing through the air towards the giant lightning rod on a nearby building. You arrive at the top of the building just in time to like hear an explosion from the school. What do you do? You have arrived.
Well, I put down vigil, and then I looked because there was an explosion from the school.
Yeah, you managed to like turn your head and look just in time to appreciate White Sparrow getting love tapped by a flying piece of wood.
I think she winces with a ow.
Oh, that probably.
It's like
Yeah. You can just see it on her face, like, oh, my nose.
Yeah. I'm like, Starlight, no time for appreciation. I need you up on that portal and try to channel as much of its energy as you can, and shoot it towards me, or towards this rod point, the lightning rod. We can do this.
She
It's like-
looks at him with a, yeah, well...
And before she...
It's like this metal mast that you would mount satellite dishes on.
Yeah, and before she goes, what I want to do, like when she puts me down, like I put like my arm on the on her shoulder, and like, Starlight, I believe in you. You can do this. You can do this. You have to believe in yourself. And I want to comfort and support.
Do you feel comforted or supported? That is you, Starlight.
I know, I'm thinking because it sort of reminded me of a song. I think she wants to believe it,
Nice.
but she just spent a week not having any kind of progress at all.
Alright. So I guess that's a very valid question then. When Finn like gives you the Piccolo spiel, you can win, you feel great, you can do this.
Yeah.
What
Special
like,
beam cannon.
are you
It's more,
receptive?
it's more like like I'm trying, like looking at it in the eyes, like I trust you, like I trust you. You shoot that beam at me, I will be fine.
Of
Cool.
course you trust her, because if she fails, you're gonna poof!
I will not have any worries then.
Oh, AJ. You can mark potential if he hits.
What?
Yeah, you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift a label
Ooh, I could
if he
do
comforts
that.
you.
So the question becomes, do
Yeah,
you...
she wants to believe it.
Alright, so roll plus mundane, Nightshade, not Nightshade, what I'm saying, Finn. Roll plus
I would gladly roll mundane.
Please don't. Yay!
Look at that! Look at that
nice.
full hit.
I might be bad at everything else, but I am comforting people like a boss.
So, you open up.
Oh, I clear condition.
Yeah. So you, let's see, on a hit they hear you, they mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
It's your choice, but I would advise clearing a condition since you are like one away from being out of this fight.
Yeah, you're in shit junction right now.
Yeah, I can always fail a roll. Apparently not, but we'll pretend. Yeah,
Or you can unlock your
I'm
moment of truth right now.
yeah, I could, and then end the entire fight so everyone else has nothing else to do. That would be very, very cool, actually. Here's the newbie who couldn't control her powers. She ended all the fighting in one go.
It's
Anyway,
the power of friendship all along.
oh, shut up. I think she actually clears hopeless.
Nice. Yeah, because he believes in you.
Oh, we
Yeah.
both cleared hopeless. Oh.
That's so nice. Okay. Yeah, so
She
you
no longer
definitely-
feels so hopeless. You see a
Definitely
little
clear
light in her eyes. It's just like, okay, he believes in me. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, she'll get both back if she ends up killing him, but we'll see it when that comes that far.
Alright. Finn, do you clear a condition or do you add a team to the pool?
I cleared the condition.
Right. All right.
Good boy.
So, you like his words reach you and you no longer feel hopeless. That's awesome. So, what do you do, Starlight, after being encouraged to you believe in yourself so that you may draw on the cosmic energies and sap your body? What do you do?
I'm going to the hole because, yay, I can do this! And then I fly up to the hole and realize, this is fucking big!
Very nice. So, let's see. Super flight is not one of your regular suite of powers, is it? It's one of, like, you using your cosmic energies to fly?
Yeah, I unleash my powers every time I do it.
Alright, so let's have you actually do that. To fly up and to start channeling the energy, let's have you unleash your power.
Yay, I
roll
have +3 for that. I can do this!
Nice.
Look at that full hit. So, you do it when
I fly up! Yay!
You reshape your environment in this case, I guess. You move
I
the
do
energy.
like a shooting star.
So, yeah, describe it to us. Describe Starlight flying up there and like taking the residual energy and all these like pinkish lightning bolts and transferring them.
Well, I imagine that they're flying out.
Yeah,
And if they're anything like the cosmic power she uses, then it just looks like there are small pinkish trails in her usual white ones.
Oh, very nice. So it's like it's drawn like a kind of overlap of the two types of energy.
It kind of looks like she's the lightning rod herself.
Ah, that's awesome. All right, so yeah, we see you like draw in a bizarre amount of energy, and you can feel it swirling, right? Like you're usually like scared of your power, as in this one moment where you're like pulling in this power, like the residual power from this thing, you kind of have this moment of perspective where you're like, oh no, no. What I usually handle is definitely not this.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I can do this.
Yes,
I have no idea how I do the other thing.
It
but
just
I can
tastes
do this.
awful.
I feel like someone is stabbing me with stuff I'm not supposed to have. Don't panic now. We can do this.
And then what do you do once you have like that moment where you're like just swirling with this like violent pink energy?
She will try keeping it going to her.
Yeah.
And then unleash her powers towards the lightning rod.
Oh, that would I will accept you firing the energy at the lightning rod as part of you unleashing your power.
All right.
You succeeded at doing the thing you wanted.
It takes some time.
Yeah.
It takes some time. She flies closer and closer, and as she gets closer, it seems all the lightning bolts are then going directly to her, and you can see this aura of pinkish light.
Oh, that's so nice.
Build up around her, and then it becomes the pinkish tendrils instead of the white tendrils she usually has.
Yeah, so
It looks like she's overcharging, which she actually is, but not by her own account. It is with this thing.
that is really cool. So yeah, we absolutely see this as a wide shot, like as a shot in the distance of you, like a tiny starlight flying towards the crack in the sky, and we see all the lightning bolt kind of like arc, like basically like round their direction and change trajectory and like kind of swirl around you. So it looks like a lot of really weirdly arced lightning bolts.
It's like her
emerging from it.
picture. Just like her picture, but it's this pinkish lightning
Yeah. And of
that's
course,
swirling
like,
around her.
as you're flying closer to it and doing this, we see like the tentacle from down where White Sparrow was is like shooting up, trying to get at you, and then jumping up at it comes this huge love tree and just grabs around it and pulls it down and body slams it onto the schoolyard.
When you call it a love tree, I can just see those kawaii eyes on it and that little happy smile with those
It's
little
like a-
pinkish cheeks.
It's like a tree. It's like a tree beard from the Lord of the Rings, but with just Japanese anime eyes.
Yeah, those exactly.
It's like a pitch-corrected John Rhys Davis.
Exactly. For some reason, the drawing style for that tree just completely changed when it became the Tree of Love.
Oh god. Oh no. So like
It's now Animu.
the comic is drawn like really serious Marvel level stuff. Like it's like what is like the New Hope or what it's called, like that series of comics where everything is kind of like dark, like very dark shaded and gritty line work, and then there's this like very sharp edges, ultra kawaii chibi tree.
With sparkles
Daniel.
everywhere in pastel colors.
Clearly, the love tree is just trying to embrace its crush, the sky tentacle.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, please.
And now they're just like...
No, stop. I see where you're going, and we're not doing that. It's not that kind of love tree.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
you
You
draw in.
Just changed. Oh my god.
We see you drawing in all the energy, and we have like a close up of you where everything is just like really overexposed, right? Like there's a lot of light going on and almost no line work. That is just like you with like teeth clenched and eyes focused, and then you point your hand in the direction of the lightning rod, and this cascade of this like torrent of energy emerges from you in a huge beam and shoots towards the lightning rod. And when we cut closer to the lightning rod, what do we see, Finn? What's the plan?
Well, Finn grabs with the lightning rod with one hand. He from his gauntlet he projects like a I know. He projects like a like basically a along with the pole of the lightning rod, he projects like a flag, like a banner that has like a giant D on it, and he stands there waiting for the beam to hit his projection.
Oh my god,
And-
with
and
a
when-
giant D?
Yeah. Well, not that giant D.
And he produces a flag with a giant penis on it.
I know it's supposed to be the actual letter D, but when
Yeah.
you said there's a giant D on it, I'm
This is what happens when I keep you guys out of the game for 4 weeks.
sorry.
It's
With
just dumb.
teenagers, we're allowed.
That's
yeah,
fine.
it's just dongles everywhere. Yeah, so basically, when the what he wants to do when the beam hits the the banner, he wants to like take all the energy, like contract it with the banner back to his gauntlet, and immediately like project like a giant bow, and shoot it out towards like the either back to the hole or to the tentacle to just separate it completely.
So you're making like a giant energy arbalest and firing a
Yeah,
laser.
basically like
flag on
either
it?
bow or a ballista.
That's awesome.
I'm
Don't
okay.
hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me!
I'm okay with this. First of all, let's see if you can do this, because this is beyond the scope of what you are trained to do. So roll to unleash your power. If you can do this, I will allow you to directly engage this threat.
Yay.
Yeah.
You did it. Will you mark a condition, or shall I tell you how it's unstable or temporary?
No, it can't be unstable. It's just cosmic energy thrown
Yeah,
directly at
I'll
him.
make a condition.
Cool.
I'll.
What condition is that, and why is that that you mark that condition?
Yeah, he angry. Oh, he channels all the anger about this.
Yeah. Why do you get angry?
Because that's what. Yeah, like because he failed before, and that's this is his yard. You know, this kind of problem it's his yard, and he did minimal job to do anything with it.
So basically, he gets angry because this fucking has to work.
Right.
I
So
will
it's.
show everyone I can do this.
I
bastards.
get it. So like, it's that moment where you channel the energy and you focus,
Oh my
and
God.
we see you like look.
It's bad-
You have
okay, it's bad-
have the bird's eye view of your high school, right? And you can see this beastie like basically tearing up like your house. So you're like, no, fuck this guy.
So basically, what he does is instead of projecting like weapon in his hands, he projects like a giant arbalest, and he places himself in like as the bolt.
You're gonna fire yourself and body tackle
yeah.
this thing.
No, basically, well, like because his gauntlets have all the like try to assimilate all that energy that was put in, and maybe I don't know if he cannot make a construct out of this energy, he will just blast himself fist first.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So that's definitely what we see, right? We have that moment of you like looking down at the thing and like getting extremely pissed at what you see, and then maybe in response to that, the giant arbalest kind of like seems to ground itself in the building.
Yeah.
And your body flares with energy as the condensed cosmic energy like flows through the transformer of this giant lightning rod and into your magical armored gauntlets, and suffuses your person. And we have like this image of this crackling beam of this Kirby crackle of pinkish energy between your wrists as your gauntlets are like filled with energy, and then you explode forward, and we have like this curved shot of you like swooping through the air towards the giant sky tentacle, burning with fierce energy from beyond the realm as you do.
The righteous fury.
Yeah, roll to directly engage the threat. Give me a plus danger.
Okay. Oh, and I going on +1 because I'm acting on the answers from before.
Yeah, I mean that's my idea is that that's what you're doing. I don't know that you think you're doing something different.
I'm acting on that plan that we devised before, based on the answers. So
definitely.
Go Finch!
Oh yeah.
Shit!
Very nice.
Well,
And he just flies off into the sunset.
well,
Do you want help?
couldn't Starlight help him since she's already accustomed to the
Oh,
thing
you
that she
could
just had through her button?
you could definitely like course correct him.
Yeah, it's just like, oh fuck!
And just because we want to defeat it, I will accept the help. But goddamn, just him missing and flying off into the sunset would be perfect.
So we see you like shoot through the air towards this thing, and you're off course. It's that simple. Like the entire thing like lazily does this like swoop in the air where the tentacle shifts sideways, and you're like off course. And then we have that moment of tension where we think like, oh shit, he's gonna miss it, and then we flip the page and it's just a look like it's a picture of Starlight reaching out and just like tearing you sideways with like just like as if magnetically compelling the energy surrounding you.
Yeah.
And you shoot into this thing. So you trade blows with this creature effectively. You strike it, and you get struck in return as the energy like erupts on impact. Pick one from the list of options.
I think I will create an opportunity for my allies.
Oh, that's
I see that's the best. And my allies, I think it's not just my team, it's like everybody, or
yeah, I
Your
get
allies, I think it's everyone fighting the tentacles.
yeah.
They all constitute allies, I guess.
No, I know exactly what this is. I know what this is. So, we see you like basically hit the side of this thing, and there is like there's a shot of like just this like sideways explosion of pinkish light coming off the side of it, as the tentacle, top part of the tentacle, catches fire, and starts like erupting in like these electrical pulses, and you all like hear this like unearthly shuddering whine, as if like it erupts from the form of the tentacle itself, and the whole thing shifts violently, and down at the school it like releases the building. Meanwhile, inside the building, Nightshade, you have had like a moment where the entire the goopy thing in the hallway has like has retreated from the fireball you created, and you can now, if you want to, you can help people like get the last of the tentacle off the doors and get them out of the building.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So we see you like basically like kick down the door, grab people by the wrist and like get people out of there. And as you get people out, we see the form of the tentacle almost like tear loose, like halfway tears loose up high above the school. And half of it retreats as if to lick its wounds. Like it just like kind of shudders away, like you would imagine something serpentine that had just been struck. It like coils back. And the other half of it falls to the ground, crushing the gymnasium.
Oh god.
But that part of it that falls to the ground, crushing the gymnasium, is like on fire as it burns with like violent purple-esque fire. And like twists and contorts and retracts. And for a moment,
I'm like shoving people down the hallway as I see this thing coming back down to fall on the school.
Yeah. And you emerge out into like the school grounds, seeing that there are still people, even now, that are just like pointing or staring with like open-mouthedly instead of following their survival instincts and GTFOing.
That's because they're so modern by now that the survival instinct has gone. They are just standing there Snapchatting. Look what happened! Oh my god! LOL! And then making this fucking Snapchat story.
As I emerge from the school and see that, I yell at them. I'm like, "What are you doing? Go! Get out of here!"
Very good, very good. So, I think, I think you. I guess you're provoking. I don't know. Are you provoking?
Probably. See here.
I don't know that provoke extends to crowds. It probably does. So why not? Let's have you provoke.
Okay.
Roll plus superior.
I'm bad at that.
You can do it. Believe in yourself.
Good thing I didn't make you guilty.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can do it.
Yeah, I think they can. Okay, so they can choose one of these.
Right.
For NPCs, they stumble, you take +1 forward. They err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, and you take influence over them. They overreact, and you gain influence. You emerge from their school, a superhero in the middle of this. Like they've never seen you before. But like there's something about you now that you're being like very concerned for their safety, and they're like, all of them like look to you in that moment, and you become like a hot thing.
Woo!
In that moment, they're like, holy shit, that guy? Who's that guy? I don't know that guy. Does he go to our school? I think he goes to our school. And
Run!
and
Run!
yeah. So Nightshade takes influence over these people. Like this is essentially like the reaction of like basically what you're doing now is you're Peter Parkering the Flash Thompsons of your school. Right? Where they're like, yeah, Spidey is so cool. But like, and they want to be like you and so on. So Nightshade take influence over like the school sheep, who have stayed behind to watch the fight, and they definitely act. They run away, but they do it like cheeringly, and like they don't flee. They like yeah, you go and get him, yeah, woo.
So basically, they're doing what everyone is doing at a football thingy, where they go woo, woo, yeah, running, yay.
He's concerned for our safety. That's so cool.
Yeah, and they spend like more time discussing that than they do getting out of there. They're like, who's that guy? Oh, he's so awesome. Let's get out, like, let's run out to the sidewalk. We can watch him from there.
Oh my god.
So basically what I'm hearing is I have a fan club now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there are some people who you take influence over.
there are even now there are bootleg T-shirts made of you.
Like, you have just said, like, get out of here, and already you're trending. Like,
Yeah.
You said get out of here, and they're already
Hashtag
sharing
get
you
out of here.
on. They're already sharing you on Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else, and now they've made a hashtag get out of here with your picture.
yeah. Did you hear-
Undoubtedly,
oh my
someone
God.
recorded it.
They made
and
you.
uploaded it.
Did you hear
Yes.
the way he said get out of here? Me, I feel like he's caring. Me too.
He's the new victory baby. Get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Okay, so yeah, you hound the remains of the stragglers like away, but even then, like in their awe of you, they don't get really out of dodge. They just kind of like mosey away as long as you're looking at them, and then they turn around and like are awed by you.
Cheap people.
And I think like maybe some of them like start like talking about how they might like recognize you from the Channel 6 news, and how no one really can put a name to the face, but they're like, oh, he must be a cool guy.
Yeah, suck it, Susan.
Oh my god.
But that happens. Meanwhile, up in the air, as a situation has just changed. What was your choice for?
Open an opportunity for allies.
So as this happens, we have like a series of panels devoted to the Vigil fighting off their tentacle, basically driving it off a mall, with like an assortment of weapons, fighting in formation and out of formation, shooting. Like we see them all like using their weapon of choice. We see your mom with a spear. We see Fost with a longsword. We see Elder Kimball with a bow. And some of the others like with a mace and with a great sword and so on.
When you say Elder Kimball, I can just see the oldest, most wrinkly dude ever who can barely hold the bow. Just go.
Imagine.
But he's so advanced he doesn't even use his muscles. He just sits there and bow shoots on its own.
Oh, that's so cool! Like,
Awesome.
magic energy bowstrings. Yeah. So
He
like
also
it's
has a magic energy walker.
it's this old angry Stan Lee looking guy with like a military buzz cut that's graying in the side and a mustache, and just standing like on top of the mall with a bow shooting energy arrows at this thing and like basically like annoying it as it's like trying to eat people.
Yeah, and I imagine him yelling old people stuff after it, like "Rascal, you little rascal! I'll get you!"
He's shouting like old military cant at his people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like old commander, old sergeant mode.
Definitely. And we see like the new exemplars and the exemplars team fighting this creature on a skyscraper, getting people out, and simultaneously like trying to get the thing off the building. And in that moment, as one of them goes down, we see Dr. Sheila Supreme look over like across a park and like notice at your school the thing like wavers and recoils. And in that moment, she like has a brief, like she shouts at the others like, "I'm gonna go check on the kids for a moment," and she flies over. We see her like basically like levitate on with like she has like this gadget belt she's wearing that looks like extremely future tech, and like a part of it lights up as she just soars through the air towards you.
Towards the tree of love.
Indeed. She comes closer to inspect the love tree. But back at you
And the
guys.
love tree accepts her. Because it is the love tree.
Indeed.
It loves even her.
She's really confused.
Meanwhile, back at you guys, you see Dr. Sheila Supreme arrive. Basically, she descends from the sky, landing near. Who does she land near? She lands near Sparrow.
Woo, that's me.
Yeah.
Still implanted in the wall.
So she lands by you, and she's holding like this this like apparatus in her hand that looks kind of like I imagine it looking like Shredder's communicator in the old Turtle cartoons, right? When he talks to Krang, it's like
nice.
handheld screen with like metal knobs protruding from it, and she's getting some kind of like weird, like weird looking readings as she looks to you, and she's like, "Well done. What did you do?"
I kept them off. The others are attacking it. I think they're using the same energy against it.
Well, I see. There's something wrong. This is supposed to be a level 4 breach, but the gap isn't widening. What you just did, it would have definitely driven it back, but it would also have caused a tear, but it's not expanding, and we see like a shot of you guys talking from like extreme low perspective. What's that called?
Frog perspective?
Frog perspective?
Frog in Danish, but it's called something else in English, I think.
Let's go with frog. Fish.
Yeah, and might, rock.
I don't know.
Mouse.
Yeah, from a let's just go with like a low perspective, like extreme low, like looking up at you,
Cockroach.
and essentially like the center of the image is the sky above, and it looks the same as before, although the tentacle has like semi-retreated.
Good thing I'm not wearing a miniskirt then.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. But yeah, so there's that, and then the conversation, like the exchange you're having is like she's saying, like this should have caused the rib to tear further, even if it would have caused the beastie to retreat, but it's not. If I'm reading this correct, she says in reference to the thing she's holding in her hand, her analyzer thingamabob. This thing has been torn open. This has been open and is being kept open by something.
Not me.
So we need to find what's keeping it open and then shut it down?
Well, it seems like you have this well in hand, and everyone has been evacuated. She looks out into the street, sort of.
Everyone is just taking pictures of Nightshade.
Sparrow makes a grimace like, what can you do?
So she looks as though she's very familiar with what's going on, right? She's like, oh god, this again. And she pushes some buttons on the thing and hands it to you, and it's like it has like this radar display now that kind of like is pinging.
So it's like a Dragon Ball radar?
Yeah, it's zoning in on something. There's like a big energy bleep that is this like tear in the sky, and then there's a minor bleep like somewhere else in a like cardinal direction away from it.
Huh.
And she hands it to you. She's like, you and your team go and deal with this. We'll make sure to hold these things back and make sure nothing further comes through. You shut it down, and we'll close this thing once you've done so.
Sparrow nods, and I think she puts her closed hand to her mouth briefly, and then opens it, and 3 butterflies fly out, one for each team member to call them to her, to tell them to come to her.
Cool. So you all like get messaged by butterfly.
I think as Starlight gets her, she's currently looking for Finn, because he kind of sailed off into the distance after he hit it.
Do you remember there was like in the manga Bleach, back when it was interesting, there was like butterflies that were being used to communicate with people?
Yeah.
That was back when that show had anything going for it.
I actually have an idea exactly how this works.
Go on.
So I think the butterflies will find the person, and they will land on that person, and that person will then have the memory of Dr. Sheila Supreme and White Sparrow having this conversation.
Oh, that is extremely cool.
Awesome.
It is psychic, so sure.
Yeah. So that's what happens to you. You basically like you get recalled by memory.
And they know it's a memory, just to not confuse them.
Yeah. So do you? I assume you return to that you all like arrive at White Sparrow, but I don't know that you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starlight lands.
Cool. So as you do so, I think we see like Sheila's she's taking off and like going back to help her people like keep the thing under wraps, like keep it controlled and contained. As you are being sent off to deal with the cause of this thing.
I think when Nightshade arrives, if he does, I assume he does.
Yes. Yep.
She will hand him the thing and with a smirk say, "Here, try not to have it explode."
I kind of like just kind of like put my head down, like, yeah, about that. Sorry.
It's okay. Wasn't on purpose.
Starlight smirks. Nice hit though.
You have this like soot smear in your face from the
Yeah, I'm like beat to hell. Like,
yeah, Nightshade, you look worse. Like you look like a tentacle chewed up your clothes and then you exploded.
yes.
And that's
That doesn't
basically
necessarily
what
sound like a bad look if you're a sparrow.
That's true.
No, that means less clothing on you.
Yeah.
Silence!
Just a question. Did anybody catch me?
Yeah, Starlight went to catch
Okay.
you
Oh,
Okay.
after you soared off, after hitting it like, I believe I can fly.
Sure.
I believe I can see the ground. It's coming closer every night and day.
You know what? I'll
Before I splat.
I'll let that fly. If only because I forgot to give you the hit for impacting with this thing. I forgot to give you a significant hit. But that's fine.
He arrives by Starlight.
Yeah, he descends on
Starcopter.
exactly. That's exactly. He arrives with the Starcopter.
That was kind of fun.
So you're getting past a like some kind of like display thing, a kind of super science device that's doing some kind of reading, and you can see like as you like change the little nodules that there is a similar energy source to the one on display here, but like much more keenly focused, a good direction in that way.
We
Him?
head that way.
Was it one vigil person who came with it?
No, it was one of the exemplars.
Okay, never mind then.
Is it that way?
It seems like
Yeah.
it.
Sparrow turns into a bird, which was the reason she didn't want to carry the thing, because carrying it as a bird was kind of difficult, and
Yes.
flies after them.
So we have a series of panels of you guys traversing the cityscape, right? It's like just two or three panels of you, like one of Nightshade, like vaulting off of a fire escape and landing on another roof, and one of Sparrow like flittering through the air, and one of Starlight flying. And then we have a shot of Vigil like grinding to a halt as you realize what it is that is being pinged. Where it is you're going, and there's that moment of like where we have like the shock painted on your face as you realize exactly where you're going, and we get the reveal shot of the Vigil's headquarters.
Oh, snap.
Gasp. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, having been there before, Starlight stops and then looks at Vigil. What?
The bird chirps. It can speak, but there's no reason to.
Well, he looks at the probably like if they are ever like somewhere near the headquarters. He's like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Nightshade comes up to Vigil and is like, do you think it's the one guy you told me about?
Well, nobody heard from him in years, in a decade, 2 decades, something like that. Right?
Well,
It's
we
not
better mess up.
impossible.
Well, we should stop it
Highly
nevertheless,
improbable.
right?
Well, there is no point of just standing here. Just yeah, I'll probably just run inside.
So
Yeah,
you come
we'll
around
follow.
you come around the side of the building. You can look upon the entranceway to it, and the doors to the inside of the building has been blown off the hinges.
Uh-oh.
Like he is like just we need to get to the lake. It's just, and he well, before he says that, he looks at Starlight. No, Starlight. Yeah, Starlight. Yeah, and he looks at her like, we need to go to the lake, like, and starts bolting like down some corridors, stairs, and
Yeah, you make it like up the stairs and through.
and probably he pings. He takes like a vigils like if probably headquarters have like some kind of home alarm that just pings all the vigil people that the headquarters has been invaded.
Yeah, you definitely do. Actually, you totally would have, if not for the fact that totally got fried because you didn't take a powerful blow. Yeah, I forgot to give you a powerful blow. I am reaping my revenge for my own forgetting and saying that your vigil communicator is shot.
Punished.
It makes sense after that energy surge he just flew around with.
Yeah, it's dramatically appropriate, is what it is.
Okay. So can Vigil, I wonder if you would run straight down or you would go to like the communication room.
So we see you emerging into the building. You give me some idea of like the general architecture of the place. Like how does it stylistically look? You set the scene for us.
It would look like a not at least the like the initial areas would look like a lot like like you would imagine like an embassy, like nice looking embassy, some nice, yeah, like some nice furnish, some busts standing around. Probably if you go, but it would like change into like the where the like the vigil only areas are a little bit more Spartan. It's like a little bit like Xavier's mansion on the outside, and the deeper you get into it, and it's like a little bit more Spartan, more medievalish,
Cool. So it
instead
gets
of more tech, instead of more technological, it gets like more medievalish, more like Spartan, and
it looks like a castle the further down you get.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really awesome. All right, so we see you like basically run, like you all run through what's essentially like just a cozily furnished embassy, and nothing seems to really be amiss, and nothing like aside from the fact that there are two smoldering doors lying in the entrance hall. But as you then arrive where the stairs down would lead into, or I guess the elevator down would be there. Instead of there being an elevator down, there's just like a couple of elevator doors that have been torn open, and then there's like smoke coming out of the shaft. And realizing that, I don't know, like, are you gonna jump it or are you gonna like take the stairs down?
I suppose he would be like reckless enough to just project like a gauntlet, so he doesn't grab it by the hand, but just project like a Hulk glove. It would look like a Hulk glove, and just grab like one of the elevator cables and just fling down.
Nice. So you and the rest of you, like, do you follow him down the shaft?
Yeah, I'm a bird. Yep. I'll fly.
Cool. And Starlight?
Starlight jumps down too. It went so well. Of course she can do this again. I mean, he told her so himself.
You hover down. And what about Nightshade?
Yeah, I jump in.
Cool. So like we see you acrobatics your way down there.
Yep.
You can do it.
And you arrive where you see the doors of the so like way down below you, the elevator has impacted on a lower floor, but there is one place like where you arrive to before it's down like that far, where the elevator doors have been blasted open.
Well, in there then.
Yeah. And you arrive on that floor, and there's this wide hallway where you know that there's supposed to be like sentries standing guard, like some kind of. I'm imagining like your security system being like suits of armor, but like that are, like have robot parts in them or that are animated or something like that. So it's armors that come to life and beat people.
Golems.
Yeah. So those are supposed to be there, but instead they lie destroyed on the ground.
That's not good. Let's press forward.
He's like, he just stops for a moment just to look at the, like, what caused the damage, where they, like, burned, melted, crushed, sliced.
Interestingly, assess the situation for me.
Okay.
Woohoo! You can do it!
It's the, what, superior?
Yes, it's plus
Yes.
superior.
Do I? Oh.
Yay!
Yay.
Good stuff. So, give me a question, and I shall answer it. And I will also inform you of that thing you asked. But this is a response to you, like, basically looking around.
Okay, what here can I use to identify the attacker, the attacking force?
All right, that's awesome. So I think what you notice is that the sentries is the only thing that has been destroyed aside from just the way down. You realize, because initially as you made your way down here, you maybe thought like someone had brute forced their way in, but you realize in this moment that this is not brute force as much as it's just impatience. The reason the door is blown open, the reason the elevator shaft is blown open is impatience. The sentries lie dead, but the other security systems have not even been engaged. The other security systems are inactive, having been overwritten by someone who knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, I was
And
supposed to do that!
And in that moment, you think to yourself, because you of course cannot help it, that
What
truly,
a wonderful world!
There would only be one person, as far as you know, who had intricate knowledge of internal operations of your facilities.
Mm-hmm. He will just mutter, like, dramatically rise head, look down like some dark corridor, and be like, forgot the name in the dramatic moment.
That guy.
Soren. That guy.
I could just imagine him up on the stage now. Wait, what was it?
Yeah.
And then looking
He's
down on the referee under.
Yeah,
I
he
will
just-
say that's on the vigil for not changing their security system after they had a betrayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you changed
Idiots.
the locks, kind of. Yeah, he just raises his head, like mutters, like Soren, and just uses his super speed to just bolt.
So you dash forward. Suddenly, like Vigil, like takes flight. He just bursts on out of there. The rest of you, of course, like suddenly need to keep up.
Yeah, we keep up.
Good thing I also am very fast.
So as you sprint forth, you just like pass forward through like an archway. But then as you like dart forward and your teammate starts catching up, we see a light above the archway change color.
Uh-oh. Boom!
And you all hear like, and you too, Vigil, even though you're like speeding off, you hear a robotic voice saying, "Intruders detected. Security measures engaged."
Fuck.
That can't be good.
And like a lens on the door zones in on you guys.
Yeah.
I hope they don't
Can I-
mind a little collateral damage. Because
Okay, so-
reality storm.
Okay. I'm wondering if I can. Those Vigil has like a. I suppose it's for us to discern if we have like a not safe word, but like safety phrase like Vigil member Finova, like Finova, and like emergency status something, and just try to like utter a phrase that is, say a phrase that is basically like temporarily authorizing the teammates.
Yeah, I guess we could see about that. So let's make that a custom move, shall we?
You can do it.
So either this or I defend. Kind of would be.
Let's see. When you invoke, let's see. No, when you hip shoot your way through visual security, roll plus superior. On a hit, the system obeys you. On a 7 to 9, pick one. And then your options shall be. Let's see, what's some good options here? Your options shall be. The system targets you only. The system targets someone or something you care for. GM choice.
And how about the system? System does not target anybody, but they are locked out.
System. Let's see. What is a? Yes, your system powers down, but you engage the internal lock or something like that.
Yeah, so basically, it emergency door shuts down, but the system does not blast them.
All right, yeah. So it goes into lockdown, but disengages countermeasures.
Mm-hmm.
Systems lockdown, but disengages countermeasures. I'm okay with that. Yeah, and if you miss, then of course hilarity will ensue. All right. Give me a roll plus superior.
What? Yes.
Holy crap!
All right.
God.
You cannot even help me to.
No, we can't.
So you try to rattle off some kind of security phrase, and obviously the thing that happens as you do that is the system says authority recognized, disengage, and then the voice scrambles for a moment and distorts and goes all HAL 9000 on you, and instead all
cannot do that, Phil.
all green lights around you turn red immediately, and a deep HAL 9000-esque angry voice says exterminate all intruders.
Yeah, I am afraid I cannot do that, Finn.
So yeah, that happens,
crap.
and some I think where you are passing down this hallway that you're trying to, I think we see the floor in front of you retracts, and just below it is a shining reflective metal floor that then electrifies. And next to you, two doors slide open, and out step these golem-esque constructs from before. And they basically move to attempt to block your path. Although if you guys you still have the option of trying to get past them and just screw the security. We need to get deeper. But yeah, you have a second you have a second where you can confide in each other and decide what you want to do as the system basically loads up the kill program.
So, what's the quickest way to do this?
Are you assessing the situation, Starlight?
Yeah.
Okay, roll plus superior.
Hey! Oh dear.
Well, there is that potential you want.
Hey, there's your potential.
Yeah! Yay! I can get an advancement. Woohoo!
Nice.
Well, clearly the quickest way down is to explode the whole facility.
So you earn an advancement. Do you have an idea what you want?
I've thought about it, and I think I'm possibly... I can either take a move from another playbook, or unlock my moment of truth, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Unlock 3 new flares, I think. Yeah, I'm unlocking 3 new flares.
Awesome. What flares would you like?
I am taking I have gone too far up. I am not the Janus. There I am. I am taking Snatch.
Yeah, what does that do?
Spend 1 burn to use your powers to seize any one object to the size of a person from someone within view.
Awesome.
And move. Spend 1 burn to move to any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way.
Oh, that is perfect
Spend
for
a
this situation.
second burn to move to any place you've previously been.
Awesome.
And the last one, worship. You put out a tremendous display of might. Spend 1 burn to awe an audience into silence, respect, and attention when you unleash your powers.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
awesome.
So you have 3 new flares. That's cool. So in response to your failure, what happens is that you look for something, you look for some kind of weakness, and instead of finding a weakness or something that you can like use to get through this, you spot something that makes the situation worse. You didn't do this. It's just that because you rolled fictionally, the thing you notice is bad news. As the door at the end of the hallway that you mean to get through, that leads into the that leads further into the compound. Eventually, it leads to the lake, and that's where you're wanting to go. But before it leads to the lake, as I said, it leads further into the compound. One of the things it leads to is the prison, Vigil's internal prison, and the doors slide open. And out steps, not wearing a super suit, but decked in like partially decked in his tech that you are familiar with, steps Eternity, wielding his stasis rifle, emerging from the prison cells of the Vigil, and wearing like his visor, and he's like powered. He's like these power cables are like emerging from one shoulder guard he's wearing. He's basically like half donned his armor. And he seems unhinged as hell. He's twitching, and he seems to be in pain. And he flinches and is like snarling and frothing a bit at the mouth. And of course, there's like this crystal set in his stasis rifle, and he looks up and he's like, "So quick! Why are you so? Stop moving! Stop moving! I see you! I can see you!"
No, you can't.
Well, he didn't get the point last time.
So,
Once I've taken the advancement, I clear all the potential thingies, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can start anew. All right. I've
So
added
that's
them.
now the scene. So the floor is like retreating, and the floor is electrified, and it's slowly like retreating. So you have less and less floor to stand on, as automatas are emerging from side corridors, and down at the end of the corridor where you're trying to go, Eternity with his stasis gun, looking worse for wear, has just emerged.
We can fix that pretty quickly.
And Vigil is in the prison, right? At this moment, he got past all this.
No, Vigil is almost down the hall, but now he kind of has to retreat if he doesn't want to like touch the floor as it's slowly pulling away.
Yeah, since I probably so between my target and thing, the eternity is between me and my like target destination, or is he like between me and my team?
He's between you and your target.
So Vigil would be without even. I don't think he would even let him like finish. He would just probably like go straight and full ram him like.
So
Like project like a plow in front of him and try to ram him down the corridor.
you can try that, but that would necessitate you running across a patch of the floor that is electrified.
Well, he would try to run on the wall, I suppose, because he's fast enough.
Nice. So attempt to wall run, definitely. So roll to unleash your power. Your super speed. Kick it up.
And fail.
Go. No.
Nice.
All right. So
No.
do we mark a condition or what's up?
Unleash your power. No, on Unleash, you tell me how the effect is unstable and temporary.
All right. So
Because it's...
it is temporary in the sense that though you run on the wall now, you basically like you lose like your momentum, right? You're trying to focus on everything all at once, and as you super speed across the wall, you feel like yourself slipping, and instead of running to him, you have to jump off it, and now it's all or nothing as you like dive towards him.
Yeah, so instead of like, okay, so I don't have enough momentum for a ramp, so it's like remembering the last time I project a sphere and like, well, we're doing this, buddy. We're doing it again.
All right, so that's you definitely like as you come off the wall and like dive towards him, you're directly engaging a threat. So roll.
Danger zone. Flat to D6.
Oh god.
Woo!
All right. So you strike him. Your spear goes over his shoulder. He brings the rifle up like between you and him, and he steps back for a second, and then he leans into it and he pushes you back, and you're like you have to like we see you like fall back in like a backward somersault to like as you're being pushed away. But now as you are descending in slow motion towards the floor, it becomes apparent to you that there is no floor. There is like electrified metal surface thingy going on, and of course the rest of you, you see Finn like fall towards the electrified floor.
I wish to catch him.
All right.
My hero.
So how will you catch him?
Well, he's falling, and I'm probably not super close to him. So I think Sparrow will, well, she's currently being a sparrow, actually, but mid-air she'll turn into a giant octopus and extend her long tentacled arms to try and catch him as she herself falls towards the floor so she can pull him into a safe space. That was a safe space, right?
Yes, so basically like you want to land as a giant octopus and like pull him back onto the safe part of the floor and then retreat while the floor is pulling back.
Yes.
Cool.
Unleash, Savior?
Yes, roll to save him. Roll plus savior. You're defending
You can
him.
do it.
Nice.
I mean, that's the only one I'm good at.
That's so cool. So
You can save people.
You keep them safe and choose one.
Right, let's see. I forget that there are bonuses to them.
You defend someone.
I will add a team to the pool.
Nice. Your team jumps up to 7.
Also, I think I'll pull him in, roll into a ball, and then put him down. Still an octopus.
Sweet.
I just see it like one of those, what are they called, those slap bracelets. Then just all the tentacles at once is just the slap bracelet pulling him in.
Yep.
So as this is happening, like Finn, you're the first into the fray. You almost get him, but not quite. And as you're about to fall towards the floor, we see Sparrow reach out with her newly grown tentacles and like pull you back to safety. And now that you're like all joined in a group again, you all like you look up and you see Eternity lower the barrel of his stasis gun as it powers up, and he fires a blast that shoots down the hall, freezing in time everything as it moves. There is a split second where you can like do something.
Ooh, I'm gonna move! And jump in behind him.
I suppose since
You're gonna use your move power.
Yeah, spend
that's
one burn to move to any place you choose within this scene. Breaking
Awesome.
through or slipping past any barriers or restraints that's in your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spend a second burn to move to any place you've previously been.
Yeah.
So I'm using one, and then I'm jumping in behind him.
That is awesome.
I think if I may continue with my rolling octopus, I will actually roll into a ball around Vigil
Oh, that's a good idea.
to take the blow for him.
Oh,
Right,
see,
so-
that's where I step in and I use "I'll save you" my power to shield White Sparrow.
Ah, that's awesome. But what does that look like though? Like
Self-sacrifice train.
He is
So,
now wrestling an
yeah.
octopus.
I see
Tell me about
Sparrow
that.
like suck in Vigil into her little octopus form, and so I think in the spur of the moment I like just block her from the shot, just like kneel down and put my arms out to try and block her.
So the classic standing in front of them with your arms
Basically,
spread,
like
taking-
yeah, full on Piccolo taking the blast for Gohan.
Ah, that's so sweet. So you can't reveal your identity to her because she already knows.
Right, so I'll take a condition.
Yeah. Okay. So resolve before you mark a condition. We resolve the defense roll because you successfully defend. Your compatriot.
Mhm.
So let's get on that. There we go. So you defend.
And choose one.
You keep White Sparrow and by extension Vigil safe. But yeah, choose one of your things.
I'll add a team to the pool.
All right. Let's see.
We're all about team today.
Interestingly, so tell me about this because you're not 7-9ing this, so you're not exactly exposing yourself to danger unless we override that part of the fiction. So is there a way that that Nightshade like not only heroically saves his teammates, but does so without getting blasted himself?
Ooh, okay, I got something.
Like
What if
if you want to eat the blast, I will let you. But I also
Yeah.
want to give you the opportunity to honor the fact that you did a good roll.
What if I go into gas form and block it, and then come back into myself once the blast rolls over my gaseous form?
So like it's something is like malfunctioning with the rifle, and the beam like gets blocked by the vapor.
Yeah, kind of like the particulate just kind of scatters it around them.
Oh, that's awesome! That's so cool. So yeah, the octopus spring roll happens as you like roll up Vigil and try to protect him, and through your beady octopus eyes, you see Nightshade like jump in front of the both of you, scattering into like gas particles as this like billowing cloud, and there is like this brief like flash of light at the edges of it. And then the beam that was rolling down the hallway just dissipates, and Nightshade emerges like he basically erupts from out the cloud unharmed.
My square octopus pupils dilate to enormous as I am so impressed.
Yeah, because that's the thing you helped me train on and master.
Oh yeah.
Everything fits together.
Yep.
Yay!
And so I'm
impressed.
marking angry because he shot at our team, and I'm pissed about it.
That makes perfect sense. What is it? What do you take in before you mark your angry? What do you take for your bonus to defend?
I was just gonna add a team to the pool.
All right, so we're up to 8, and then
Yep.
you mark angry.
Everybody's angry today.
Nightshade puts on his angry face.
That's right.
Nightshade angry.
But as he does so, then erupting from nothing, in what a flash of cosmic light. Yeah. So like beaming into existence behind eternity is Starlight. Starlight, like you can completely blindside this guy. He doesn't know where you are.
And neither does Starlight. She's just, oh fuck, I need to get away. Poof! What the fuck?
Yeah, you have like half a second where you're like, what happened? Oh, I get it.
Yeah. She poofs without a sound into sight behind him, realizes where she is, and then just socks him.
just
Nice.
swipe
Just
him
leave it
across the
alone.
face.
Just
Who
low
needs cosmic
blowing.
powers when you have fists?
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
just
just like,
uppercut him between the legs.
woo! I can do this! Oh shit, he's there! Suck!
You know what? Do I? Yeah, okay. You know what? So roll to engage him, but take +1 for him being like unaware of you. Actually, take +2 for him being unaware of you.
Well, then it's a 12.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding!
Nice. Look at that.
What
Alright.
the others see is after that dissipates, they just see a little flash of small stars behind him, and then Starlight's there. She looks completely puzzled for a second, looks at him, and then slung.
So on a hit, you trade blows. You can pick 2 options from this list.
Yeah, I have to find it again. Is that on the one?
Yeah, it's on 1.
It's
the first.
It's on the one. I have. I can pick 2. On a 10 plus, you pick 2. Okay.
The obvious ones are taking something from him and avoiding his blows, but I will leave it to you.
I will actually. I think I will create an opportunity for my allies instead, and then I will take his fucking stasis gun. He drops it from surprise.
All right. So so that means that you don't avoid his blows.
Yep.
Okay.
But it does open up for my allies,
It
and
does.
he does drop his gun.
So I think the way we see this is like you stand there, you're like, where the hell am I? And for a moment you're like, oh wait, I realize what's happening. And he turns around confused because he notices something behind him. He's like, wait, what? And you just deck him in the schnoz. It's like, just fist him directly, just punch directly to the noggin.
The reason she doesn't avoid, and I might as well say this now, is because she's not used to sucking people so closely in the face.
Yeah, it makes sense. So he's
She's
like,
not used to close quarters fighting, so that is explicitly why.
I get you. So as he like, I think so. He basically takes a reflexive step back, and as he does so, you grab hold of his stasis gun to yank it out of his grip. But as he takes that reflexive step back, he steps onto the electrified plate on the floor, and the jolt shocks through you, and you get zapped with a jolt of electricity and take a powerful blow.
Oops. Oh, what is it? I roll plus conditions, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. Hey, this is the wrong.
That's-
This was in White Sparrows. I'm not supposed to do that in White Sparrows. I'm supposed to do that in mine.
It's like, what world?
So
I don't know
you
why,
have-
but I can see all of them.
I'll respect your role here because Snake Eyes is definitely what you, not even Snake Eyes, but 2 1s is definitely what you want to roll.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, but I do have 3, so it's actually 5.
Yeah, so you're up
Yeah,
to 5,
but
it's still a
still.
miss. Let's see what happens when you miss. On a miss, you stand strong, mark potential as normal, and say how
Nice.
you weather the blow. Alright, so you stand strong, you mark potential, and although you get hit by the surge of electricity that jumps through him and into you, you stand strong. How do you weather that blow?
Well, it is electricity, but she has just been a conduit for electricity, so she just sucked up.
Nice.
It hurts like hell, and it's quite obvious because she's still burning with her power, so you can all see it, but now all the tendrils looks like little sparkling electricity.
Nice. So your hair maybe is a bit poofy, you have a little arc of electricity and you're like, oh, I'm fine.
Ow.
Alright. So as this happens, he takes that step backwards, he loses grip on his gun, and then he falls backwards onto the floor. And basically gets the full sappage. The 3 of you on the other end, as the cloud disperses, if you can make it over the retracting floor, you definitely have an opportunity to deal here. You can probably actually the opportunity you create for your allies is that the floor can probably only zap one person at a time or something like
Yeah,
that.
it totally all
We
goes.
can jump over him. Just on him.
Yeah, there you go.
He creates a
Aw,
bridge.
I wanted to throw Vigil.
It's like those little balls with electricity. Once there's one finger touching, everything goes to that.
I mean, so what this is the opportunity she creates in this moment is the opportunity for you to cross this to cross the floor and like get further into the compound without fighting the murder bots that are emerging from the side doors.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
What
take
does that What does that look like for? I'm curious. Like White Sparrow, what is do you like suction cup onto the ceiling and just swing across?
Yes, I want to first. I suction cup up the wall and then I throw Vigil as I run across the ceiling myself.
Now I just see Stoic just across the floor.
I mean, I have 8 arms. I might as well use them.
So there's like a comedically written series of popping noises as you like throw him, and, like, all your suction cups unstick. Blah, 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 blah. And then
It sounds like that bubble wrap crackling.
Exactly. So Vigil, you land safely on the other end. Nightshade, I mean, how do you get across? There is an octopus you could swing on.
Sure.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna like acrobatic jump on the murder bots and like swing from a hanging tentacle across it.
Absolutely, I'll take it. Like
Teamwork.
that's what happens. We see the murder bots like try to swing at you with giant robotic claymores, and you like deftly like leap from them and like maybe you like crowd walk across them.
Yeah.
So you leap and like grab the octopus and like the octopus unsticks from the wall and both of you land on the other end.
This is where it's a good thing he shouldn't unleash his powers, because if it failed, he would just rip the poor octopus off the ceiling and then fall onto the guy.
Yep.
So you land safely on the other end, and behind you the electricity on the floor ceases as Eternity stops convulsing, and he just like lies there twitching, definitely KO'd in a major way.
Smoking a little bit. Just...
Yeah, he's like yeah. And then as if to punctuate that fight is over, the door slides shut. You're further in the compound.
And I now have a stasis rifle. Interesting.
Now there is nothing standing between you and the pool. You just need to run down a corridor or so, but you'll basically arrive there after this break.
Woo!
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 Yay!
Yeah. So we'll be right back with more masks. Don't go anywhere.